everyone, it's LJ here. Welcome back to another Squdge craft video. I have another album page for you. Hey everyone, it's time to make some belly bands. I'm going to show you two. I'm going to show you a really simple standard belly band, and then I'm going to show you how you can adapt that. If you enjoy these videos and you feel like you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. Okay, so I'm going to use this as my base page. It's just an 8x8 piece of card. You can do this on landscape, on portrait, on square pages. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to start with a standard belly band. Now, a belly band is just a section in the middle that you can tuck things underneath. So I've just got this, which is one of my off-cut pieces, which is 2.5 width. It's just an off-cut piece, and I've made it 1 inch longer than my page. Okay, long 1 inch, and we're going to score 1/2 inch on each end. Okay, we're going to score those. Now you can, if you want to, make these gusseted, and I'm going to show you that in a second. I'm going to show you 3 different ways you can do this. All we're going to do is stick this in the middle. You want this going top to bottom. If you do it side to side, everything's just going to fall out of the bottom unless you add something extra. And we're going to stick this at the top and at the bottom. Okay, very simple way to do it. We're just going to pop this in the middle. Stick this down, and now you can add your design paper. Stick this on first, because if you leave it on top, whenever you try and put something in, it's going to catch on those flaps, top and bottom. Okay, so you want to add this, then slide your design paper in and stick it down. Okay, so that is very simple, straightforward belly band. What you could also do is take a piece and we're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 3/4. We're then going to measure our page, put a pencil mark, then score it at that one and at 1/4 inch, and then cut it off at 1/2 inch. Okay, and this one will give you a gusseted belly band. So this one will give you this gap at the top. Okay, I'm going to stick it next to it so that you can see the difference. So I'm only putting glue on the 1/2 inch piece, not on the 1/4 inch piece. So we're going to stick this at the top. Okay, and then we're going to fold everything up. Just put glue on the 1/2 inch piece again. And then you fold this back. And that one has a deep edge, so you can see this one is nice and flush against the page. This one gives you a lot more room, yeah. So that's a bog standard one, either completely flat or with a gusset in. Okay, if you have a gusset in, things will fall out a lot easier, so only use a gusseted one if you know there's going to be sort of some thicker items in there, like a journal or something like that. You can actually fit quite a lot underneath a standard one. So that's sort of a bog standard belly band. But you can do some fun things with belly bands if you want to. You could do a diagonal one. You could do one with punched edges. You can do all sorts of fun things with belly bands. And so today we are going to do a corner belly band. Sounds weird, I know. Just work with me, okay? Okay, so to make this, whatever size your page is, this is going to be an 8 by 7. I want to cut a piece that is 1 inch wider and 1 inch taller. So as you can see, it is an inch taller and it is an inch wider. So if this was 8 by 8, I'd cut 9 by 9. If it was 10 by 10, I'd cut 11 by 11. Okay? And we're going to score 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. Okay, so I've scored 1/2 inch on all 4 sides, and now this will sit in that centre panel like so. Yep. You want to make sure you've got 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. Then you want to figure out how wide do I want my belly band to be. I think I'm going to start off doing 2 inches. So what I'm going to do is on this edge, from the score line, well no, from the edge, I'm going to mark 2.5 on all 4 sides. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. Okay, and I'm going to cover these corner pieces with tape. If you want to do bigger, but there's no point covering the whole strip with tape. So I'm only going to cover the widest I want it to be. And then I'm going to add just past that mark with tape. Okay, if you cover the whole piece, it's a bit pointless. You're going to waste all of your tape. And we don't want to waste materials. So I'm just putting tape into the corners like so. Okay. Now I might make it thinner than this. We will see, but there we go. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to cut where this is. So if I fold these, fold and burnish all 4 sides. Okay, and I'm going to cut off the corner. Okay, and then you want to check that they don't overlap. Now those overlap slightly, so I'm going to cut off a little bit more. There we go. You want to make sure there's no bulk. Okay. Now I'm going to refold and burnish these. Okay. And now I'm going to do the measurements again, but this time I'm going to do 2 inches and 2 inches, and then do the same on this way. 2 inches and 2 inches. Okay, and we're going to join those pencil marks up. So I'm going to find my pencil mark. Okay. And then if I cut these, you can cut off these 2 pieces, which will make you pockets. So we're not going to waste these. I'm going to cut these off like so. And now, if I take this piece, remove that, and we now have, if we cut this corner off, a pocket you can add in your album. Okay, so we're not going to waste these. These can also be used. Same here. Come over, cut along my pencil line. Like so. Again, fold these over and remove the excess pieces. And then we've got another pocket here. Cut out the corner. Another pocket. Okay. So now we have this piece. Okay. So now these will sit here and these will sit here. So you get this belly band. Okay, and we've already put tape on it. You don't have to put the tape, you could use glue. But we've already put the tape on. And now we know the tape goes right to these edges because we put the tape on before we cut. Okay. Now this is an odd size, but we know that this is just shy of 2 3/4, okay? All you want to do is cut a strip to decorate this. So I'm going to cut, this is my design paper, imagine. I'm going to cut this at 2 1/2. Okay, so I've cut this so that it is thinner than my piece, okay? I'm going to line this up, get it in the centre. I'm going to line this up so it's on the edge. I'm going to make sure we've got a piece top and bottom, we've got a piece there that's top and bottom that's in the middle, and I'm going to draw this. Okay, and I'm going to cut that off. Okay, like so. And now when I lie this on top, you see I've got a nice border all the way around. Okay, line this up nice and straight like so. Okay, what we're then going to do is position this so we've got a nice border all the way round. I'm going to put, okay, so I'm going to line up here where they meet. I hope you can see, little pencil mark where the red piece is. I'm then going to position this and copy that, and this time I'm cutting inside it. Okay, so can you see I cut inside my pencil mark. Recheck that this fits, position it on. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to adjust this ever so slightly. And now you see we have the perfect shape. Okay, if you're going to ink the edges, ink the edges. This is your design paper, don't forget, so I will ink all of these edges. Okay, we're then going to glue this on. I'm doing this first just because it's easier to do this piece first. Okay. Be aware, of course, if your paper has a directional pattern on, you might want to have it going in a certain way so that one side is up and one side is down. That's entirely up to you. And then burnish that down. Okay, so I'm really happy with how that looks. Okay, remember again, we cut inside those pencil marks. Okay, so I'm going to show you this with the design paper just because it's easier, because this is an odd shape. So my piece is 7 by 8, so I'm going to cut this 6 3/4 by 7 3/4. Again, I'm going to imagine this is actually a design paper, so I would ink it. Okay. Now this one you're going to have to do slightly differently because of the angles. Okay, so I'm just going to imagine this is your design paper. I've inked it all. Okay. So, position this, check that it is still lining up and matching your page perfectly. Okay, which this does. So I'm really pleased with that. I would not now be able to slide this underneath because we have 2 edges on each one. So what we're basically going to do is position it over this. Okay, we're going to position this so that we are, there is going to be an edge on each side. Okay, I really like that. I'm going to okay, put glue on these edges. So that sits over our paper like so, okay? And then we're just going to attach this to our base. So remove the tape backing. Come on. Okay. So make sure there is glue on these pieces and then glue your design paper in. Grab your page. Stick this on. And now we have this sort of belly band, and you can fit things in there. You know, you could fit larger pieces in that will sit on this base piece. Okay, you could add wider pieces in, you could add little booklets in, and the nice thing is, because you've got this base, things in here, unless they are too small, will fit and hold on to this bottom edge. So it does still work perfectly as a belly band. And you can add, I mean, you can add so much in behind these. Okay, it will hold an awful lot. One diagonal belly band and 2 ways to do a standard belly band, just flush or with that gusset. Now I did 1/4 of an inch, you could do 1/8 of an inch, you could do 1/2 an inch, you can make your belly band as deep as you like, that's entirely up to you, but you will get this gap, so just be aware. So before you stick these on, you could do a punched edge. I've often used in a belly band a punched edge, which makes it look really nice. If I show you my baby girl album, I will link to the full video walkthrough, but for example, here on my baby girl album, as you can see, I've used this punch edge throughout, so I added it to my belly band. And I just think that is really cute way, when you add something in behind it, you see that punched edge. So, you know, you can make these as elaborate or as simple as you like. Just do what fits with your project. So yeah, you do them as simple as interesting as you like. And I really do like this diagonal one. I'm looking forward to adding this in an album very soon. If you've enjoyed this, let me know down below, as I've said, and I will see you on the next one. Keep crafting. Bye.